Blade, and I'm giving you an review of the PlayStation wireless stereo headset. So this is what it comes with: a little manual and some additional information that'll bore you to death. So back to the headset. So these are the headsets, and I gotta say they're pretty good for the price. Basically, like I said before in the last video, these are two PS2s on each side of the headset. You see right there. As if you felt if you felt any Sony product like the PlayStation or the matted PS3 Slim, it feels exactly like that. For build quality, these are not that bad, but they have some flaws. So this is not actually metal. This is just plastic that is brushed that looks like aluminum. There's some padding right here that feels pretty nice. They don't feel tight to your head. It has some comfort pads right here. Actually, when you look inside, the stereo is actually slanted to fit towards your ear, so that's pretty nice of them. There's no controls over here on your right hand side, so they'll be focusing on that. Everything is on your left hand side. From your mic, which is extractable, I mean, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. But the problem with this mic is that it feels pretty loose, so I could just like eventually, if you like pissed off and like just take it out all the time, it might break. I don't know if you're that pissed off of a game, but whatever. So everything is here, right? You press this once, it mutes. When you hold it down, it turns on the headphones. So let me turn it on, and you see it's on right there. The only way to know that's on is to see the notification right here that tells you, and it'll tell you with your adapter, which comes right here. Let me take this out. So this adapter will be lighting blue when this is on. It's not connected, obviously, so it's not gonna tell me. So this is what it comes with, an adapter. This is sadly not Bluetooth. So this uses a 2.4 gigahertz wireless connection. So if you have a router, which I do, it might interfere with your sound sometimes. But I guess that's the price for the $100 price point it has. So let me continue on. So that's where you power on when you hold it down completely. You tap it once to mute the sound. So you tap it and it'll mute the sound. It'll turn purple right here. When it's on, it's blue, straight blue, and when it's charging, it's red. You also have some volume controls that I thought was touch sensitive before, but they were not. So up here in front, it controls if it's in the middle, it provides both sound and voice, so which is chat and the sound of the game. When you slide it up, it basically lowers down the voice of the chat that you're having with people and increases, and it makes it more solidified to the sound. Vice versa with the voice, that you won't hear any sound, but you only hear the chat of the people that you're with. Up here in back, here's a volume for the general of the sound for everything. So from minimum to maximum, and I'll be honest with you that the sound, it's best to be at max, or like slightly closer to max, because basically they don't push that much sound up, but when you have it at max, it sounds beautiful. If you're playing games like Battlefield, especially Bad Company 2, they're great sound in it. You hear everything, every single detail, and it sounds awesome. Also, the mini USB is back here, and a good plus about this is that if the battery dies or is low on charge, you can actually connect this to your mini USB, to your PS3, or to any power supply, and it will still charge at the same time, and you can use them. So you can make them as a wired headset at the same time. So that's a plus. One of pretty much the cons about this headset is that the microphone is pretty loose, that it's not Bluetooth, and that it'll be much more better if it had more of a solid feel with them. Also, another con is that this is not a noise canceling microphone. This is actually basically a regular microphone that anything here, if you're talking in a room and somebody's passing by, your friends will hear them. Damn, my Spanish and English are horrible. Your friends will hear them. So yeah, pretty much it's not noise canceling. You can see like there's dots right here and there's dots right here, so it's not noise canceling, sadly. And you can readjust it, so and it's not, when you close it like that, it's not gonna turn off. So anything you could put, if you adjust it to any way you want it. So if you don't like the light in your face, you could adjust it back here. You could adjust it right there. Your friends will still hear you. And also, I forgot about this. Sorry, this is the obvious point of it. Here's a button right here for surround and stereo. So stereo is 2.0 and surround is either 5.1 or 7.1, depending on which kind of audio you're hearing in the game. So 2.0 is always on PC. So if you connect this to some PC, and some PCs are not gonna work. Obviously, they stated this already. So if you connect to your PC, don't expect surround sound. This only works on 2.0 stereo. Only on PS3 games this works on surround sound with 7.1 and 5.1. Also, that this doesn't work with Blu-ray playback for some reason, and other music content on your PS3. I don't know why, but it should obviously work. But I guess they might update it later on in the future. And that's pretty much it with these headphones. It would be much more better if you could increase, had like a bass tweaker right here or something that you can increase the bass, because the only way you could hear the bass is like the bass. Is it bass or bass? Bass? No, bass is
bass.
It's bass, right? There you go. See, I'm missing with the bass. It's bass. So if they had a bass tweaker right here, my gosh, I noticed my audio file. If they had a bass tweaker, it would be much more better so you could hear the bass. Because once you increase it to the top and you use the stereo sound switch, it feels like they only increase the treble of it. So it's more like you hear the voices and not the the explosions and that deep impact of like where you're running. So it's not that bad, but it's better to like play at max or like close to max. Also, if you want to press this and you press it and it's not working, you actually have to hold it so you can switch. And that's it pretty much. It would be much more better if they had like if they had some features over here. If they actually put the Bluetooth internals in here and the bass switch or something over here, it'd be much more better. But I bet that would increase the price to at least 150. You could get these for around 100. Some people are like being bastards and selling them for like 120 on eBay or something and trying to like chip you off. Just wait for it. They'll cost $100 on Amazon or somewhere else. They'll before, when you pre-order, they cost $60 or $70. You can find them luckily if you search really hard. And do I recommend these? Yeah, pretty much. They're the best. They're not like, they won't blow your mind away compared to the other 7.1 headsets, but of course those 7.1 headsets are like in the $200 range and they cost a lot of money. So for the price point of this, these are the best of its kind. Sony really put a balance on what kind of level and sound quality you should have on this price point. So I'll give this basically a 4.5 out of 5. All they need to do is add Bluetooth so you won't interfere with your router, and basically that's it. So oh yeah, by the way, if you want to see how they look on me, so hold on, you could adjust them right here just to show you, and let me put this on. So they're not any fashion model thing, so you won't be looking good when you add this. So they look like this, basically two PS2s on the side of your head. Anyway, that's it. So 4.5 out of 5. All they need to do is add Bluetooth and just make the hardware more solid. It feels good right now, but it'll be more better if the mic was more more solid when you're moving it, and if this was actually metal. And yeah, pretty much that's it. I'll see you guys later, and take care. Peace.